down, take down, everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down, you busted.
The protection of Andy Dalton is one of those obvious step-back areas for this Bengals offense relative to a year ago. So hey, pass protect better, right? Well, that's part of it. But no less important than securing some benchmarks that help make pass protecting easier. For the Bengals, that means establishing a strong run game early on. They've been inconsistent running, but if you can do that, don't fall behind early. Easier said than done, but if you're not matching series for series early with the Patriots, pass protection becomes extremely difficult as they simply tee off knowing it's pass every down. Andy Dalton isn't a tremendous scrambler out the back or sides of the pocket, but he'll run right out the front door if you give it to him. The orange line here denoting all rushes have extended beyond the quarterback's original drop depth. Pockets that aren't fronted are pockets that Dalton's bound to leave. One common Patriots tactic that's bound to be a little less useful this week is three-man rush. They're overloading a zone, right? Well, that allows them to single the guy that they feel most comfortable with, double the one, a little less so, and double the nose, which means Andy has escape routes either side. Using a fourth rusher tends to work better against the Bengals. The Patriots don't typically pressure a bunch with a fifth defender. They're often more apt to overload the back end rather than the front. Against the Bengals, especially in trailing situations, it can be safe to sprinkle some in. The emphasis point here is you can reduce front porch escape routes and put these offensive linemen in one-on-one situations they've struggled with. The final point here is really illustrating the fine line between a great rush and something that could be a potential problem for the defense. On the right side of your screen, a couple things to notice. First, the defensive end making an inside move, not a terrible idea against a quarterback who likes to escape inside. The second half of this, though, is the linebacker hug rushing against the back. Hug rushing is not blitzing because although that linebacker looks like he's coming over the back, in the event the back slips away, that's his man in coverage. Giovanni Bernard gets wise to overly aggressive Patriots linebackers. He can slip away and provide Andy Dalton that pressure release that he needs. Some game within the game to keep an eye on.
Break down, take down, everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down, you busted.